Forget it. Yeah. It's like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna function, got some places we could go. Lot y'all got me speaking slow like, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. I don't GA. You tryna yes on yes on yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't go. Say less. Yeah. Say less. Hey girl, what it do? If you got friends, cool, bring a few through. No fun if the homies, man. R.I.P. Nate Dogg, this too true. And you know what I'm down for. Round 2, round 3, and a round 4. Move switch when she knocked at the front door. Next up was the uproar. Yeah, was like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna tuck off, got some places we could go. Swear she got the like wow, she's blessed, I'm blessed. I don't GA. You tryna yes on yes on yes on yes. Say less. Say less.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens come into today's matchup wanting to find a way to walk out of the stadium with win number 5 on the season. It's the Seahawks going up against the Ravens.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Baltimore Ravens. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And some space here. And his first carry, he loses the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
Throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Fresh set of downs here. They'll set up a throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. To throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Malik McDowell, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Ravens send their punter out now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Todman. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's pulled in at the 32. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
The slot man in motion right. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And right with it here over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. The kidder here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. To throw now on first down. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
The speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action here on first down. The quick slant caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving.
Back to that Philly. Here we go.
They come out here in the eye.
Detroit. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Go. Detroit.
Second and goal. Defense dig. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Ravens are in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Here we go.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let this one go deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. This is Tadman. And he powers his way up past the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Again, they go with Todman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. To throw it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. The play fake. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Caldwell. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Ravens have got it. We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. It's completed to Caldwell. And he's out of bounds right at the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Let's go.
Here's Tillman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
All right, here we go. Blue, land it.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Caldwell. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They're going to look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. They'll drop to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 1:57 to go in this 1st half. We're back to Baltimore after this. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down. Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Gun. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go.
He'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
He's going to air one out. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll look to throw here. Quick hitch, complete. It's Caldwell. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
First down, he'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Back 99, Philly, here we go. No. Leopard. Hurry up, here we go. Detroit, go. 3-19. Detroit. Over.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll set up a throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And it's a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third down and 12.
All right, here we go. Over. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now they try the right side here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Green 39. Good. Here we go now. Green 39.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So now here's the kicker, Andrew Franks, in a pressure spot. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Franks' kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
It's complete. There he goes inside the 30. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
All right, here we go. 319. 319. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So that's a big one there. It's his 3rd field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll set up to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that, because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what?
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And give him a gain of 37. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Franks to add the PAT. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
No, check, Patriot.
Well, he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Dewan Smoot in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Ravens on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Set. 319. No. Check, Patriot.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Here we go now. Gone.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now they try the right side here. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Seahawks on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. A road win in the National